Hey, it's Clay Trader at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some trades live as they unfold. Market opens up here in less than 1 minute, so I will keep you updated. Okay, have an order in to start my shorting position here, 49.69. If it can get up there, 500 shares. Not sure if that's going to happen. We'll keep an eye on it. Have a fishing order out here now on ENDP, 500 shares at 83.20. So got my lines out in the water right now, just looking to see if I can get any nibbles. Okay, I'm looking to get filled here. I'm all in on, well, I mean, I got my entire order filled there. And I got 100 shares off. So let's see if we can get a rollover here. I have no problem, adding into this position. So let's see what happens with it. 83.10, clearly a level of support there. So I got those ones off. Trying to get some more off at 83.01 down there. So let's see if I can get those. Would like to see it break through the round number of 83. Excuse me. If it does, then I will get my stop loss into place, but it's putting up a fight here, no doubt about it. A lot of changing of hands here in terms of shares. So let's see if it can get down through that 83 mark. There we go. Let's see if we can get a little deeper of a pullback there. If the bid goes below 82.90, then I'm gonna do that anyway. So now my stop loss is at 83.06. I'm at a position where, the only question I really have now is, how much money am I going to make? Because even if I break even, or even if I sell up here, I'm still making money on my final shares. Okay, so I'm not going to move that up to, excuse me, 83.01. And as this keeps on pulling back, I'm just going to, it's Friday, so I'm going to be, extra aggressive with the stop loss. So if we can get down through the 80s here, then I will move my stop loss down more. But like I said, for the time being now, my final shares, worst case, going to be selling those out at 83.01. You may be thinking, why don't you just sell them right now? I mean, you'd be in the green. Well, yeah, but what happens if the price keeps on pulling back? Then you'd be saying, okay, looks like I might get stopped out here. We'll see. A lot of sellers at 83. Let's see if it can push down through the 80s. Like I said, if we start to see some 82.70s over here, then I'll move down my stop loss at that point in time. Let's see what happens. But this is truly the beautiful thing. This is why I love charts. It allows me to put myself in the situation. There we go. So I want to move that down now to 96. It allows me to put myself in the situations where I'm not stressed at all. Now it's just a matter of, well, how much money am I going to make? How far is this price going to drop? I have no idea on that. I know how much I'm going to, where I'm going to sell at, but as far as how much am I going to make, I don't know. I have no idea how much the price is going to drop. So if we can get through there, let's see, it's looking like that key level that we need to break through is 82.75. So 82.75 is going to be the key to push through. So if it can push through that, I'd expect the price to make a pretty decent sized plummet. So let's see what happens here. In fact, at this point, I'm going to move it up to 82.91 because this could very well act as support that then catapults it up. But there's the break there. So now I'm going to move this down to 82.81. So now worst case, I'm making some nice size money there. I mean, worst case, that's how much I'm making. If it wants to keep on rolling back over, hey, I'm not going to complain about that. But, you know, the only stress I have right now in the world is how much money am I going to make? And what a great stress to have, because I already know I'm going to make money. It's just a matter of how much. The if has been eliminated. That's why I love charts. That's why you have to have a system in place. That's why you have to have strategies in place. You've got to be able to eliminate the if, because then you're just, when you at this situation of stress is, you know, how much money am I going to make? That's a great place to be at. And I am out for 82.81, so $122 there. Market is 10 minutes open, but that was just all on 500 shares. Yeah, you know, I probably was a little too tight with the stop loss, but like I said, it's Friday. I've had a good week. Why not? So let's see if I can capture one more trade. Before I forget, you may be wondering, well, okay, so how did you find the stock? How did you find this setup? That's a very common question. It's a very good question. So what I've done is I've put together just a guide of the tools that I use to find setups like this that, you know, I think are going to have profitable potential. You know, is there a guarantee? No, there's not a guarantee, but at least helping to find setups with profitable potential. If you're interested in some of those tools that I use, then I'll put up a screenshot real quick that's got a link on it, so you can just click on that. So like I said, I'll just leave this up real quick, but you know, if you're interested in the tools that I use, the guide's totally free, and just some tools that I use, and I do use these to find setups like you just saw me trade right there. So if you're interested, you know, go ahead, click that button. It's instant access. We'll email it to you. So just a little heads up there. It's kind of a situation where I get the question so much, I thought, hey, why not just create a quick little guide. It's very short and to the point, so check it out. All right, have an order in at 54.01 just for an initial entry point. Not sure if it'll get down there or not on SINA, but I'm keeping an eye on it. Quickly tried something there, but shame on me. The chart looks nice and fluid, but then I look over here at the volume, and unless that volume is off, which it's got to be, I would think. Let's check real quick. Volume. Oh, maybe that is. Well, anyways, the chart looks so fluid, so I just assumed. So that's what I get for assuming that it was more fluid. But then I tried to just ease my way in, and then I noticed, oh, wait a minute, the volume. So that would probably make sense on why I only got 61 out of those 100 shares. So I just hopped out. I guess what was that, a 15-cent move? But it was more a situation of, okay, this thing's going to be super jumpy, and a little too jumpy even for me. All right, have a fishing order out here on ZOES 3649, 500 shares. We'll see if it can get up there. Friday, summer, things have really slowed down, so I'm still searching, but I may just be calling it a week here. I'm certainly not going to force any trades or anything, but I will see what happens here, and I'm still looking, but I'm getting close to the kind of the borderline of, you know, just calling it a day, calling it a week. Something pretty cool here that I thought I'd point out, and it also kills another kind of two birds with one stone in terms of, you know, I get the other very big question, you know, how does the chat room work? Well, here's ENDP, which you saw me trade, and then here's the chat room that I offer, and you can see right here was my alert on it at 9:31, so right in the morning, you know, right before I started to trade it, just said, you know, ENDP sledgehammer taking potential shape. That's just one of the patterns that I teach with the charts. So you saw that there, and you saw me trade it, but then let's hop over to the lounge trading room where people just kind of chat throughout the day. And this member here posted a screenshot showing that ENDP, so he still had some shares at work there, but he was up at least, you know, $90.60 at that point in time. His open was still, you know, 92. So he was up around 180. And he mentioned, you know, so off my alert here, off the clay alert. But the funny thing is, look at the cost basis, 83.20. 83.20. So let's scroll down some more, and then you can see, you know, I had this where, you know, a lot of people trade, but I can't remember the last time people got the exact same alert, but 83.20 right there, that's exactly where I got in. So just kind of cool to see that, and that's why we talk about liquid stocks. I mean, a bunch of people trying to get in a penny stock, you know, that's going to explode the price in one certain direction because the liquidity is not that great. But with the big board stocks, you know, people are able to capitalize. So just neat there to see, you know, the two members both getting that exact same price and working out well for the both of us. So if you're interested in kind of how chat room alerts work, you know, there's another little example of that. But I am going to wrap things up. So thank you for watching. Get out there, learn charts, learn how to figure out systems and strategies, and most importantly, trade without emotion.